Hello, hello, welcome. If you're new, my name's Francis. I do pastel, fantasy, nature-inspired artwork, and I am back. I always say this whenever I do like a vlog, is like, I'm back. I hadn't actually really been doing anything for the past couple of weeks, which is why I didn't upload anything, because I've been kind of quite good at sort of uploading stuff once a fortnight, but with work and stuff, I've just been really busy, so I think these vlogs are going to probably come out once a month now, so just like a heads up. Yeah, probably once a month kind of vlogs, but I haven't really been doing anything for the past couple of weeks, which is why obviously nothing was filmed and nothing was uploaded. I did attend the Craft and Co market, which if you're kind of following on Instagram with me, so I'm on Instagram. I do post kind of obviously more up on there, but it was a new event that was based down in it was in the Winter Pavilion in Weston-super-Mare, and it was on the Saturday the 30th of May, and it was full of all people doing like handcrafted items. So like there was like artwork, there was stationery, pins, stickers, people had sewn sewing, journals, loads of stuff basically. Yeah, all handmade, all like crafted, fairly localish. Yeah, it was good to kind of see a lot of people that I kind of follow on Instagram as well. I was there by myself, so I didn't really get a chance to, I didn't get a chance at all actually to have a look around. I did manage to run off a couple of times to go to the toilet, but it was, I think because it was their first show, their first event, it was very quiet in terms of like kind of footfall for people, so I didn't really sell much. Unfortunately, I didn't sort of make my table feedback, but it was a good experience anyway, because it was kind of like my first like big market, so I was pleased that I went, and it wasn't like too like out of my way, like I could drive there and back in a day. I think it was only like about an hour and a half drive, so yeah, but yeah, it was alright. It was nice kind of setting up my table a bit more kind of professionally, I don't know, but I just kind of went down to mum's and just kind of scrounged things from like what she had in the shed. So but it has sort of given me like ideas for like future markets, like how I actually want, I do have like a vision of like how I want my market stand to kind of look like. Ambitious plans, of course, but yeah, I do kind of have an idea of what I want to actually do. So I'm going to start this vlog off with showing you like a little book haul. So I had some birthday money to spend, which actually reminds me, like last year I did like a birthday sale on my shop. I didn't do it this year because I completely forgot, to be honest. Honestly, art business stuff has just gone completely out of my head. I think I've just sort of gotten in a bit of a art slump as well, so yeah. Anyway, it happens to all of us, I guess. But anyway, to kind of cheer myself up, I did some book shopping. So I went to Bath, and I went to Topping and Company bookshop. So I don't know how long, to be honest. I don't know how long they've been in Bath for. I think I didn't know that they were there in Bath, like this independent bookshop. I think because they're not like in the main high street, they're kind of a bit out the way. They're kind of where you head up like towards where the cathedral is, and you kind of sort of walk away from it. So I'm like a regular to Bath anyway, and it's only like 45 minutes away from where I live, so there's no excuse not to like visit more often. But yeah, I don't know, I guess I don't really wander around much. I usually just stick to like the main streets, I guess. But anyway, I realised that this bookshop was here, and I thought I had to go and look in it. And if you are ever in Bath and you do like books and you want to have a look at a bookshop, I highly recommend, because it was really interesting just aesthetically. They've got like like a main floor and then like a downstairs floor, and it's like floor to ceiling books, and they've got like ladders that you can like climb up the ladders to get like your books. So I actually had to have a little go on the ladder. But I went to there, and I went into Waterstones as well. So I picked up a couple of books in. So the first two books that I got in Toppings was Treasury of Folklore, Woodlands and Forests. So this is, it's just a really pretty book anyway, aesthetically. I am a bit of a sucker for like pretty little books. It's got like a little forest creature, but it's all like lino cut. This is all lino cut artwork, and inside it's all lino cut. So that's like giving me inspiration and ideas, because that's kind of like what I want to do, is do kind of like, you know, like little ideas for like book sleeves, and also maybe like, I don't know, like greeting cards or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's basically says an enthralling collection of myths, folk tales and traditions surrounding our trees, woodlands and forests from around the world. So I've been wanting to sort of pick up books that kind of explain the origin of like fairy tales and folklores and things like that, like, you know, like where our kind of culture comes from, really, regarding like, you know, mythical creatures. So I saw this book. They had loads of books in there, by the way, of like mythology. So I just saw this and thought, that's a nice book. I think that would tick all the boxes. And the other book that I picked up was When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. So this has obviously been doing the rounds. I've heard good things about it. This one's like signed by the author. I think this is exclusive, is it, to Toppings? I don't know. Anyway, signature in there. It's just like a regular paperback, which I like anyway. Yeah, so I know like the second book's just come out, which is why it's all, I think, doing the rounds on social media and stuff, but it has been on like my to read list anyway for a while, that particular book. So I have it now. And then I went into Waterstones because I was hoping to I was going to go into Waterstones anyway, but I was hoping I could pick up most of the books that I could, or that I wanted, in Toppings, but unfortunately I didn't have two of the books that actually were on my to buy list. But I've got Hellbent by Leah Bardugo, I think that's what I'm saying. Also, it's like a bit of a floppy book, which is actually quite nice. I know a lot of people sort of say about the floppy bookness, and I agree. Actually, it does make reading a lot easier. I've got this on audiobook, and I've listened to it twice now, and I've got the first book of this, but so I just was wanting to add this to like my collection. It's really good. You've got a main character, Alex Stern. She is enrolled in, basically it's kind of like I want to kind of say like an alternate reality type thing. So she's enrolled in like Yale, but there's like a magic kind of department basically, and she does have like powers, so she can like see dead people, and there's like a bit of like a murder mystery type kind of storyline, like plot with it. But yeah, so it's like a murder mystery type thing, like a storyline, and yeah, it's really good. Her third book, so it's a trilogy, so it's part of a trilogy. Her third book, I think it's called Deadbeat, is out sometime. I can't remember when it's out, but anyway, we'll look forward to reading the third book. And the other two books that I got are part of the series that I am in the middle of kind of reading. The first one is the Throne of Glass Aerifier. So I'm ploughing through those books, the Throne of Glass books. Actually, I'm really enjoying it, and I was kind of I've nearly finished Crown of Midnight, and I was kind of worried like I was going to get to the end. I was like, and then I don't have like the next book, so I had to go and get it. And I'm really pleased that it's a nice thick book as well. I like thick books. I get kind of, I don't know, like if you know it's a story, I do get kind of suspicious if it's not like a thick book. And the other book, it's the 4th book in the Gods and Monsters kind of series. I think there's a 5th book coming out as well. So I finished the 3rd book ages ago, and I was like, oh bugger, like I really wanted to like carry on with the series, and I was really annoyed that I didn't have like the next book. Because I think I had the first book on Audible, and I really enjoyed it, and I thought, okay, let's just buy the first 3 books. Yeah, so that's what I did. Do I have anywhere to put them? No. So I was thinking this, I've been thinking a bit about this a lot actually. So I think a part of these vlogs are going to be sort of like life kind of vlogs as well. I think because I'm hoping everyone's alright with this, because you know, like this art, I mean, I started doing these vlogs purely based on showcasing like my artwork and kind of what I'm doing, with the kind of intention of like, this is like a full-time job. I know it's very ambitious to kind of think like that, because I don't make any money really off from this at all. But I think because now that I am working, you know, like permanently now, and I don't have the time, you know, I don't have that kind of time to spend on my artwork. You know, when I'm not working, obviously like most, you know, like everybody, you just end up having your free time either just kind of relaxing. Because to be honest, what I've been doing is I've been reading, I've been kind of I've been making time for myself to read, and I'm really enjoying it. And I think that's really important just for like your mental health, is to make time for yourself, doing things that you enjoy doing. I know it's really difficult because we just live really stressful lives, and we're always busy, always doing something. Been making like a conscious effort of just putting some time aside to read, and I'm really enjoying it. So I guess those times when I would probably spend doing my artwork, I'm kind of reading. So, but anyway, yeah. So I think I'm just gonna like probably just film stuff, like I'm just kind of doing stuff around on the boat. It will be a lot of DIY because that is what I've got going on with the boat. I think this week I'm going to make a start actually doing some DIY, because we put it off for years, and part of it is to actually make like a book shelf for me of course. Down at the sort of end of the boat, there is a place where I could do like a floor to roof boat. There is a place where I could do like a floor to ceiling bookshelf. So yeah, but it's not as simple as you might think.
Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Never the same. Whenever you're calling my name, I'm taking my sweet time. into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire.
Good morning. Good morning. What's today? Today is Wednesday. So I've actually got 2 days where I'm not working. So I'm working in the evening, but I don't have any work. So yay. I am going to take the opportunity though to kind of read. I finished this morning I finished the Shield of Sparrows audiobook, so I can start the actual physical book now, the next one, because it ended on like a cliffhanger, and as all good books do. But yeah, so today I thought I'd make a start on some boat DIY and try and get rid of that old diesel heater. I don't know if you'll hear any noise in the background, but my neighbour has just like started his boat, so he's running the engine. Archie's decided to sit right in the way, but I just need to move some clothes out the way, get some tools together. So I think the trickiest bit that I'm going to need to do is there's like a fuel line, like a copper, like really small like fuel line that runs from the diesel heater all the way like in the bathroom, behind the wardrobe, behind the bed, and into like the engine room in there. I did get an engineer to come out and cap it, or I don't know what he's actually done in there, but it should not be connected up to the actual fuel like the main fuel tank. So but there's probably going to be like fuel sitting in the pipe, so I'm going to have to be like aware of that and like obviously not let it spill out anywhere, because it will absolutely stink. So first things first is prep. I need to try and get Archie out of the way because he's right in the way. Yeah, the heater is just used as like I don't know, a place to like dump our clothes at the moment. I did put up like a hook to hook our clothes, like, but I usually just use for our dressing gown. So yeah, so this is like the old diesel heater, and originally I wanted, so what my plan is that like this space is going to be like my bookshelf, and I've kind of been wondering about whether to kind of bring this like wall out and obviously like reclaim like the same footprint or like a similar footprint to where the diesel heater was, or whether to kind of keep it how it is. I don't know, maybe kind of like push, because the bathroom is kind of big enough anyway, like I don't need any more space like in the bathroom. And I wonder whether maybe I could keep it at this angle but push it back, because obviously you got to be aware like the bookcase is going to kind of stick out. So Anyway, I'll figure that at some point. But in the meantime, let's do something. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I think what I might do actually is, whilst it's not raining, is I might open up the back in the engine and see exactly like where it's capped off at. So yeah, that's my next task. I actually started recording this. Luckily I didn't get very far into the recording and I didn't have my microphone on. And I do kind of need my microphone because I'm going to be stepping away from the camera. So I am going to make an attempt at getting rid of this old diesel heater. We've only used it like once when we first had the boat, but it is actually broken. So this bit down here is like a fuel regulator, so it basically drip feeds diesel into there, so it's like a flamey roary flame thing. That's actually broken, which is actually very dangerous because it will squirt like extra diesel in there and then it's like a massive fire hazard. But I don't think it actually having this heater down here, because we got this, and then down at the front of the boat we got like a multi-fuel stove, and I don't think having two like sources of heat that kind of use oxygen to kind of burn, basically you're burning like two different fuels, is actually safe. And I don't think, because we had like a boat safety inspector which came round probably a couple of years ago now, and he kind of said like, I don't think they're like, I don't know, I don't think it would pass anyway, but we said like it doesn't work, like we don't use it or anything, and we're going to have it removed. So yeah, it's just, I think just a bit of a, not only a fire hazard but also a health hazard. My last disposable glove. So I was having a quick look around here, so it's all like gravity fed. So I think I've got like a little tray, and I think the only place I can kind of undo it is here, which I can fit like a little tray under. I've got like some newspaper and I've got some old socks. Yeah, I don't really know how much diesel is going to be sitting in that pipe. So, and it absolutely stinks. I really don't want it to go on anything. So, I think the best thing is to like unscrew it and just let it drain out from like here, because this is like the lowest point for it. Because I can't take any of this out until I remove, like detach it from the actual pipework. Yeah, I had a look in the engine room. I think this actually goes through some filters, some like diesel filters. But there's definitely a pipe that's been like sealed off. So I don't know how far. I don't know. Let's just try and do like one thing at a time, because I'm jumping ahead, which I usually do. Let's try and do this. Oh, it took me like bloody ages to find this spanner. Where did I find it to? Oh, it was up on my desk, like underneath my like easel. I think I was probably trying to fix something with it, but obviously I didn't put it back where it belonged. So I even went out to the car to go and have a look for it. So. Am I doing it up tighter or looser? I don't know. What do I try and undo? That bit there. can't tell if I'm tightening up or loosening up. Oh, okay, I think I loosened it. I'm not sure whether, I think this, God, so much dog hair. I think this stops it, like as a valve. So I don't know whether if I unscrew that, nothing's going to come out because that's stopping it. But what I could do is I can unscrew that, then turn that and see if something comes out. Because it'd be really good if I can control the amount that's coming out. Just imagine, just think about the end result. And if I want that end result, I've got to do all of this. It doesn't help that we've put off DIY for so long. I think we got it to a part where it was just comfortable to kind of live how it was, because it wasn't like uninhabitable or anything. The boat, like it was just, you can just move straight onto it. It wasn't like some boats that are completely, like needed like loads of work. It didn't. It was all like ready to go. It was just like probably more just aesthetically not our thing. So well, this is like the never-ending bolt. Is it a bolt? A nut? Is a nut. Okay, so I haven't got this off yet. It is coming apart slowly, but I think because it's just kind of pushing this away from like the pipe, so it's just kind of pushing out like that. So I'm just gonna, let's see if I can maybe loosen. I don't know. I don't think it might just be a case of just unscrewing certain things at a time. I think it's just held down by 2 screws. So maybe if I unscrew them, like loosen it off from the actual base. But everything's like flat head, like screws. So it's just a pain in the ass. Shows its age, I guess. Okay, there was a tiny bit of diesel in there. I didn't realise it moved away. It was luckily I don't think any got on the carpet, because that would stink. Oh, okay, I got it out of the hole. It's probably all like rusted together. It probably is annoying. Oh my god, it's not budging at all. Yeah, I don't need the gym, do I? I think it is. I think it is budging. Yeah, it is. I can see it. It's going down. Come on, you bastard. It's coming. Oh, okay. That's heavy. So I need to take all this off. I do have a big hole. I need to take all that off as well. No, Archie, you can't. No. You can't be down here. Come on. You got to go back. Come on. There's no room for you down there. You have to go back, Archie. I've got a peephole into the toilet. Oh, Archie, peeping. Are you going to be peeping, Archie? Yeah, dogs are good at peeping. God, I can smell the soot and everything. It stinks. I'm hoping that I can recycle. Well, I think it's all steel and like copper, and I think you can maybe to get a bit of money for it. That'd be good, because then I can sort of put that money back into the boat. I think I'm due like a tea break. I think I've earned a tea break. Oh, I can still smell that. I mean, I've got that. There's a tiny little bit of diesel that's in that tray that's just like in the bathroom, but it's so stinky. I think what I'll do is I'll open the back doors up, try and get rid of the stink, because I don't want to be smelling that. I had to get rid of my glove because it just broke. I think you could tell as well, like it's not like fresh diesel smell, it's really old diesel. It's been festering. I do have a mask on, by the way, because as soon as I saw all this stuff, I was like, ugh, it's going to be not very nice. So I'll just... yeah, I'll just chuck, I think this will go in the bin. It's quite new, actually, this stuff. Okay. just started chucking it down, but yeah, like we've got, so that hole that's up in the roof we're gonna leave, and I think we're just gonna turn it into like just another air vent basically. I mean, we've already got an air vent in the bathroom, but you can like never have enough air vents on here, so it will be an air vent. But I want to get these tiles off now. I think I can just like whack it with a hammer. Yeah. It's got this horrible like plastic thing around it. So I'm not wearing any shoes, so I'm probably going to regret that. Oh, Archie, you don't look very comfortable. Oh, she's absolutely desperate to go and sit down at the other end of the boat, because that's where he normally sits to. But there's no room, so he's just kind of squished himself down there. I'm going to annoy the neighbours. Do I know what I'm doing? No. I think it's just glued on by like grout, I think. Oh, I can see Archie. Hello, my boy. I'm going to annoy you with the noise. You decided that you wanted to sit down there. Oh, he's buggering off now. It's too much for him. Oh, it's nailed on. Okay, well, that makes sense then. Yeah, I was going to struggle getting that off. I thought it was all glued on, but it's actually nailed on. And the wood's split as well. Insane. Ugh. Yeah. Well, I suppose they did a proper job. But fucking hell. Yeah, that's all ruined. Okay, so it's been a few days since I last filmed. I probably shouldn't really walk around actually because the lighting is not great. It's either really dark or really bright. So, what day is the day? It's Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday this. Oh my God, what day is it? It's a Tuesday. What year is it? 16th. Okay, so it's Tuesday 16th of June. Yes. So yeah, it's been a few days since, it's been last week I think actually, since I was doing my DIYs, or since I last filmed my clip. So I had to transfer all the footage onto the computer because I basically filled up the SD card. But yeah, I've got like a couple of days off now from work, and I'm just kind of thinking of like what to do at the moment. I've been really like just really wanting to do some art stuff, but being like, I think because I haven't really done much of it, it just feels really like what do I do almost. I have been kind of sketching, just kind of doodling, just doing some stuff on the iPad or like in my sketchbook. I have done, oh yeah, I started drawing, so let me show you. So I think I filmed some stuff. I can't remember what I filmed, to be honest, but I'll show you kind of some bits that I've done so far. Okay, so I'm hoping that you can kind of see it. I think you can. I'm looking on a tiny screen. But yeah, I just been doing some doodles. I just did some bats. Tried doing some like bramble. I really like when you've got like the mix of like bramble, like the flowers and the blackberries, and I don't know, I quite like it. And then I don't know, I was just doing some moths, some mushrooms, yeah, just some things, just kind of like some just ideas for like lino cut designs. And then I was kind of down here, so this is kind of, I hope you can see it's very faint, but I just sort of tried to do some like lino cut type images. And I was kind of, so that book which I was showing you last time, the one with that like about the fairy tales and stuff, and that very pretty like green and gold book that had like all the lino pictures, images, that's kind of where I got like inspiration from. So I kind of wanted to create like a woodland scene. So I was thinking about, I don't know, you probably can't really see on this one, but like it's sort of have trees on, you know, like you're looking into a woodland. I did like a little unicorn here, and then I was thinking about like maybe doing like a little Red Riding Hood scene or something. So have Red Riding Hood and like say like the wolf in the background or something. And I quite like the idea of like maybe like doing like the trees very, I don't know, like not normal trees, but kind of quite twisted and stuff. So just kind of like playing around with some ideas, and this was just something I thought very inspired by the books. The book that I'm reading at the moment is The Rite of Starlings, and I also well, I don't have the book currently, but I did listen to the audiobook of the first book, the Shield of Sparrows. I like the front cover of them, they're very nice. And I just kind of quite like the kind of twisted wood with like a mix of like flowers, and I was thinking, oh, maybe I could do like birds and amongst it or something. I just like, I don't know, like I take photos of like bits of wood and things, or just interesting shape trees and things whilst I'm out and about, and that's kind of like what I kind of want to do, I think. But yeah, I don't know, I just don't really have a particular plan. I just try to just kind of doodle out, and then it just kind of evolves into something. Kind of what I've just been doing, I think, sort of when did I do that? Last week, I think? I don't know. Yesterday I didn't do anything at all. I wasn't really feeling well yesterday. I've been having like chronic neck and head pain. I had it last year and it was really bad, and I was sort of taking painkillers every day for probably like a couple of weeks. And I went to go and get a sports massage, and it was amazing. I definitely recommend. So obviously it was obviously like muscle pain and stuff, which I kind of knew that's what it was anyway. But yeah, and it sorted out, and that was last year in July. And almost like a year later, I'm getting the pain again, same area and same like type of pain. So I booked myself in to go and get like a sports massage like for my neck next week. So yesterday I was just having pain from it. Luckily it's not as bad as it was last year. But yeah, it's just really unpleasant. And I get nausea, like whenever I get headaches. So, which, funny enough, so I was watching somebody and they get nausea. They got like a medical condition, and they were eating ginger sweets. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Like ginger helps with nausea. So I've been been looking around and trying to find stuff that I could either eat or drink that's got like a high percentage of ginger. And I see a lot of these like ginger shots, like in shops. And I picked up that from like Lidl's, which is just like a organic ginger shot. It's mostly apple juice, but it's got like 25% ginger juice in it. It is fizzy, I think. But yeah, that's okay. I did pick up one. It was like a little ginger shot. That was really high in ginger from Greg's, and that was really nice. If you don't like ginger, obviously it's going to be awful. But yeah, it does actually help. So I'm just keeping some ginger drinks in the fridge whenever like I'm feeling a bit like when I get nausea. So yeah, does help. Do recommend. So yeah, if you have nausea and you don't mind, you're not like allergic to ginger or you don't mind the taste or anything, I do recommend. It does help. I will show you progress of my DIY that I was doing. So it's gone, the heater. I now have a big hole which looks straight into the bathroom. I was annoying Gavin when he was having a poo. I was sticking my head and sticking my hand through the little cat flap door. But the only thing, God, this was absolute this was a pain to get up. The little tap here is still here, so it's all still like running, like the pipe work is still running through like the boat. But I just stuck a sock on there at the moment, just so nobody smacks their foot on it. So that's just going to be another task for another day to kind of remove all of this. But yeah, I've just got this down here just so no one kind of scuffs their feet on it or anything, because it's a bit rough, the wood, and it's a bit sort of splintery. So that's just down there for now. It will do for now. But yeah, like, check out this carpet. I mean, you know, what a pattern. But we had that in the living room, or the living area bit down the boat, and we had like similar matching curtains as well of this sort of type pattern. I don't know, I hate it, but also I maybe I'll be sad when it goes. I've just gotten so used to it. Very sort of 80s themed pattern, very 80s carpet. You've got the back doors open, bed's away, clothes are kind of dumped around everywhere. Archie's on the floor. It's his favourite place, down at the end of the boat. When we do eventually get rid of the carpet down here, I will get like a rug for him, because he does like the carpet, so he won't be without something. He will have like his own little space down here. So yeah, you do kind of have to accommodate for your hairy members of the family. it's been a few weeks since I last filmed. I'm actually currently editing, and I've got to the end of like my video clips that I edited or I filmed, and I realised that I didn't do an ending or anything. I just kind of stopped. I did film my little dragon that I've been working on for a while, but I think I'm going to put him as like a little separate video, because I'm kind of sketching or pasteling, colouring him in whilst I'm chatting, and it's kind of like real time, and it's just going to make the video ridiculously long. So I might just pop it as like a little separate video for like a sketch and chat type thing. But yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, I think, since I last filmed, and we have been away from the boat for almost a week. We had a heat wave and it was ridiculously hot, so we had to leave the boat. So whenever we have like heat wave weather, we always leave the boat and we go stay down at my mum's, because it's obviously a lot cooler. It's just too dangerous to be on the boat, and certainly I wouldn't want to have Archie on the boat at all. Even sit outside in the shade is too hot. So yeah, but that was just like, it's grueling, I'll be honest. It's really, really unpleasant. There's like nothing you can really do. So I took a book, we did a puzzle, lounged around, tried not to move and get overheated. That's pretty much all we did. But yeah, so I finished my book, the Write the Starlings. I finished that, absolutely loved it. Yeah, really looking forward to like the third book that comes out. I do recommend that series, that trilogy. What else? I finished the audiobook of Metal Slinger. I'll be honest, it wasn't like a 5-star listen. I did enjoy it. I did finish it, but I think the ending, obviously I'm not going to like spoil anything for anybody, but the ending, the way that the character behaved, like it just kind of threw me. Like the character just kind of did something that I think it was just it's clearly a twist at the end, but it was the way that the character kind of changed their attitude or their intent. It was just really threw me, and it just didn't fit with like the story, the rest of the book. I don't know, I'm really bad at like explaining stuff, but yeah, it's just, I don't know, I just remember listening to it, I was just a bit like, no, I don't know. And I don't know, it has kind of put me off, like, wanting to read the second one as well. And a lot of people really like it, and it was engaging, and I enjoyed listening to it. But I think, I don't know, I've read like another book where that same thing happened, like right at the end. There's like, the character kind of changes. They do something that's out of like, there's not like their personality or how they've been portrayed throughout the book. It's like, you know, like they've flipped a switch, and it's just really taken me out of it, and it felt a bit like that. I was a bit like, what? Because there wasn't any hint of it throughout the book from this character, because you're following the female main character like through her, like the first person, and yeah, it's like, is she lying to herself, like her feelings? Like, I don't know, let me know, like, if anyone like is listened to or read it or whatever. Like, it'd be interesting to get your thoughts on it. What did you think? Like, no, I'm not one of those people that gonna kind of bash stuff or anything. Like, people have their own likes and dislikes, and I totally understand that. Like, but yeah, it's not like a bad book or horrible book or anything, and I'm not going to be dissing it or anything like that. I think it was just like the character intentions, I think, just really threw me. Anyway, but yeah, let me know what you think if you're reading it or whatever. Yeah. So this is actually a bit of a end of log off, basically. I have nearly finished my dragon picture. I've just got his tail to do. I have booked a month slots every Monday in July to go down to the lino cut studio that's down in the village, that's down where I live, to do lino cutting. So I'm going to be taking all of my bits and pieces down there, and hopefully going to be making some book covers or book sleeves. Yeah, book sleeves. I have some markets planned. So I've got a weekend Christmas market down with the National Trust at Avebury. I've got a weekend there. And I've got a weekend next year in March with All Booked Up, which is a bookish event. There's going to be like loads of authors there attending, and obviously like bookish type vendors as well. And I'm really, really pleased. Like, I think it's going to be quite like a big-ish event, and I'm really pleased that I've going to be vending there. I'm also looking at doing some other markets, so I'm just basically trying to get myself doing more markets and kind of booking them up when I can. And I think I'm going to be not picky, but just sort of, I think, go for things that my stuff would sell well, like either the kind of style or the kind of type of products that I'm going to be selling. So yeah, but yeah, definitely need to get ready for these markets. And I think yeah, so next week, I think, or whenever July is, basically, it's going to be the start of like kind of prepping for like future markets, and doing like all these book sleeves and everything, because that's what I really have been sort of working towards, like with my lino cutting, is I want to do like these handmade, hand sewn, hand printed, like I want to do like more stuff like this as well, like hand, like my own like printed fabric book sleeves. So because I use my book sleeves, I have two of them. I've got a big one and I've got a medium sized one. I use them all the time for my books, and they are really, really good. The only other thing is I want to attend Fiction Fest next year. They had their first year in March, I think it was, end of March or April, I think. And I really wanted to go, but I just didn't. I was dirt poor. I had no money. I couldn't afford to like travel up there or stay up there or anything. So I kind of missed out this year. But I'm going to go next year to see it. So it's like a big fiction fest. That's what it's called. Big book event, like weekend event up in Manchester. And I could have had the opportunity to actually vend up there, but I decided that I didn't want to. Like I'll wait until like the following year to apply for it. I just wanted to go there as like a civilian, basically just have like an opportunity to look around and attend like talks, events, meet authors, buy books, that kind of stuff. Just just enjoy it for what it is. So I think me and Gavin are going to sort of spend like a weekend away up there, and I think I'm debating about whether to go like just for one day or whether to go for like the weekend. But I don't think Gavin wants to come with me for it. I think because he's a Manchester United fan, so I think he's just going to go up there and watch the football, which is fine. We have like our separate interests, so we just do our own thing. But yeah, so I need to arrange for that, or like do like a weekend away, basically arrange that for next year. Also, the all booked up tickets I think are on sale now. I'll put links down in the description box, and that is down at the Newmarket Racecourse in Suffolk, I think. So yeah, all good actually, apart from being hot and disgusting. No further with the DIY, unfortunately. I still got that old diesel heater still out the front of the boat, just sat out there. I'm going to take it up to a scrapyard and get it like weighed and get like hopefully like a little bit of money for it. So anyway, whatever it is, I'll just put it towards like other DIY stuff. But yeah, obviously I haven't been able to do anything because of the heat in the last week. So if you want to subscribe, that would be amazing. I also have an Instagram page as well. Yeah, I'll link my shop as well down below. So I do bookmarks, notepads. I've got like pins, keychains, stickers as well for sale. So if you're interested, art prints as well. So interested in anything, I'll link my shop down below. So this is going to be goodbye for now, and stay cool wherever you are. See you next time. Goodbye.